What's up? This is Coltrane. Welcome back to Guard Your Girl Boxing. This segment here is called the Boxscore. This is where we talk about the fights that just happened. And in our bag today, we got Calzaghe versus Kessler. I got my man right here, Ryde and Big Mike, and we're gonna jump into it water cooler style about what happened to the fight. So, without further ado, fellas, what y'all think?
I was very impressed with the fight. First of all, big props and big big up from Calzaghe for one. A lot of people gave him a disfavor, did a disservice rather, by saying that he slapped. He didn't really throw hard punches, but today he proved to be a better man. A lot of people had Kessler actually going in here and KOing Calzaghe, but it just goes to show again, just my man Coltrane saying originally that a boxer beats a puncher all times. Calzaghe never stood in one place for more than 5 seconds. He gave Kessler many weird angles. Kessler could not really establish any hard punches. I think around the 4th round, Kessler really caught him with a meaningful shot. But after that, it just was all Calzaghe. The crowd was overwhelming for Kessler. The angles were overwhelming, and the pace was just too fast for Kessler to keep up. But Kessler fought a very good fight. He showed his heart, and he'll live to fight another day. Meanwhile, this really catapults Calzaghe into the pound for pound up there with Bernard Hopkins and the Floyd Mayweathers of the world.
You got anything you want to say, Big Mike, into that?
Well, I was a little concerned with Kessler's performance. From the standpoint, it didn't seem like he had a good inside fight game. When Calzaghe would come inside and fight, Kessler didn't score at all. He seemed to only throw punches from a distance. One other thing that concerned me about Kessler I would like to see, he didn't go to the body more. He abandoned the body punches. He seemed to was headhunting the whole fight. He was going for Calzaghe's head, and he was just staying outside. And he's a powerful puncher, a hard puncher, but I didn't see a body program from Kessler. And it seems as though later on in the fight that he hit Calzaghe with a good body punch, and it seemed to stop Calzaghe at the point. And if he would have just continued a body assault, he probably would have been more effective in the fight.
All right, let me ask both of y'all a question here. Shoot. And, any order, jump in, if you want to answer this. Midway through the fight, there was a vicious body punch by Calzaghe, and Kessler seemed a bit reluctant. You think, alluding to Mike's point, why Kessler's a bit reluctant to fight inside, you think that body punch changed the dynamic of the fight?
Well, the body punch, there were other things that changed the dynamic to the fight prior to that, but that body punch really did, cement the direction or the victory for Calzaghe. And the reason why is because, number one, Kessler didn't mount any type of attack after that. Only until like the 12th round did he really truly try to go for broke and really, fight like he was down on the scorecards. Two, the referee did impede Kessler from taking oh my goodness, Calzaghe.
We're not journalists here, brother. Take your time, man. We speak for the fans, man.
Right.
Take your time. This is edited. And don't cut this either, producer. This is raw and uncut right here.
All right, and basically what it did was that body punch really robbed Calzaghe from getting, I believe, potential knockdown. But nevertheless, Kessler still valiantly fought on. Calzaghe still got the W. The referee stepping in did not change the outcome of the fight, because either way, the direction the fight was going in, it just seemed like Calzaghe was just throwing too many weird angles, too many punches, and not staying in one place at a time for Kessler to even sit and establish himself and throw those meaningful punches that the Viking would do in the past.
I think Kessler, he recovered after that body punch. And of course he was hurt, and it was apparent that he was hurt because he grabbed Calzaghe's arm and he held him up. But after the fight, after he did recover, it didn't seem like Kessler went back to the same style that he was fighting when he was beginning the fight. He didn't change up. He didn't seem to adapt to what Calzaghe's assault was. Kessler should have been more to the body, more uppercuts, and his end game, his close game should have been better. As he got closer to Calzaghe, his punches were off, and a lot of times he didn't even swing. As he got back at a distance, he was able to hit Calzaghe with some good shots.
One of the things, again, alluding to your point, Calzaghe, again, and I'll say this over and over again, we have to put him up there in the echelon of the pound for pound boxers, because this guy truly, really did his homework. He fought at such a fast pace that Kessler was not used to fighting. This guy was just all over the place, like a crackhead that just drank a ton of Red Bull.
But you know one thing?
All right,
what I saw in Calzaghe is what you always see in Calzaghe.
Yep.
He throw a lot of punches, the slapping type punches. Calzaghe, the same fight that he fought with Kessler, the same fight he fought with.
All right, I hate you guys are giving like good insight to the viewers out there. But we got a traffic jam-packed show. So real quick before in closing, Guard Your Grill Boxing. I just gotta ask both of y'all this. You know, he did everything at 68. That's done. You know, he mastered the 21 defenses. I mean, he's the man there. He said he's moving up to 75. Who should he fight next? I think I already know the answer.
We all know Bernard Hopkins is the heir apparent, is the fight apparent for Calzaghe's next fight. Bernard has been very successful with left-handers. This should be a very interesting fight. However, if Bernard fights him like he fought Winky in his last fight, I don't know if it's going to be a good fight. I don't want to see Bernard Hopkins, the punch and hold, the grabbing. I would like to see Bernard Hopkins, the way he fought Antonio Tarver, fight Calzaghe.
Or, you know, again, going to your point, I totally agree 100%. The one thing I can say is that if Bernard Hopkins were to go in there and start late, like he did against Jermaine Taylor in fights 1 and 2, and Calzaghe gets off to a fast start, you know, Bernard's gonna be fighting again but from behind, and he could potentially lose another decision where he'll claim that he was robbed.
Exactly.
Well, hopefully they can get that deal done, and I think it will serve us as boxing fans justice. So that remains to be seen. Boxing, so you never know. This is Guard Your Grill Boxing, and thank you for tuning in with us for this segment.